Hello guys, I'm Councillor Dan Kinsey. I'm a parish and district councillor for Wombourne North. Welcome to Wombourne. I'm going to be showing you around a little bit today, so have fun. You've just had a quick look down historic, beautiful, discreet Maypole Street down there, and we head now towards Wombourne's Maypole. So this is a visual representation of the traditionally rural community that Wombourne is. It doesn't get more quintessentially Wombourne than cricket on the green. Now, there aren't very many other places in the whole country where you will find a cricket green right in the middle of a village with the road going around it. Here in Wombourne we have that. This site was donated to the village. It was basically put in trust for the villagers for the purposes of cricket, tennis, bowls, sport and recreation right at the heart of the community. Now, where the pavilion exists today was once upon a time a manor house, and the green that you see right now was a walled garden. So the garden used to start right here on the roadside, a huge wall. So there are historic photos of this whereby nobody outside could peer in. Now we have nice footpaths, we have a nice fence that you can see the cricket through, and so on. Quintessentially English. Where we are right now, it doesn't get much older than this in this community. We have the very, very beautiful St Benedict Biscop Church of England church here. It is nearly 1,000 years old. Let that sink in, 1,000 years old. We have here our very own Commonwealth war grave as well. So the grave just to our left as you come in here is a Commonwealth war grave. It's all really quite important, and of course our own war memorial memorialising those from Wombourne killed in both the First and the Second World Wars. Let's walk this way and let's have a little bit of a look. So one of the gentlemen memorialised on the Wombourne War Memorial is a man named or known as Den Brotheridge. Now, Den Brotheridge has a really interesting history because during the Second World War he was part of the troop that went in with 6th Airborne the night or the early hours of D-Day, and he was the first British soldier killed in action. He is memorialised here in Wombourne because despite being a Smethwick lad born and bred, he moved here with his wife. She fell pregnant. They stayed here during the war, and sadly Den never got to meet his daughter, and she found out the story much later in life. He's actually buried at Ranville Cemetery in Normandy, close to where he fell, but he's memorialised here as a Wombourneite. Let's go. So here we are, right next to the historic and picturesque Bratch Locks. This lock system and the Staffs and Worcester Canal that it serves is now just over 250 years old. Imagine that, it's a quarter of a millennium that this place has been here, and it barely looks worn in. You know, it's as solid and as robust as it could ever be. What a wonderful place for tourists. Every single year at the end of August we actually experience a narrowboat rally here. So we have normally between 35-40 boats turning up and using the space and celebrating the best of British narrowboating. Another great place in Wombourne. So welcome to the beautiful Wombourne Walk. Now this is it's actually a green flag, open green space that runs all the way through the community of Wombourne, following the historic Wombrook that the village is named after. Now historically there would have been a lot of mills, several mills dotted around up and down this brook. It's changed a lot since then, and that links back to the very much sort of working community that Wombourne used to be as a rural community. So very much tied to small industry, rural industry and so on. But today it is a place where people can come, people can chill out. It's a very, very beautiful, pleasant, quiet green space. If we start heading up this way, we head up to what is known as the South Staffordshire Railway Walk. It used to be Wombourne's very own railway, which cut right through the village. Today it is decommissioned and it is used as another lovely nature walk like this. So let's go and take a look, shall we?
Hi Dan!
Hiya! How you doing, guys? So here we are now on the South Staffordshire Railway Walk. As you can see, it is a beautiful long green route throughout the centre of the village, going right from Himley Plantation to the south, right up to Wombourne Station and the boundary with Lower Penn to the north. So the surface that you can see here is actually no more than 5 or 6 months old at the minute, has been installed by South Staffordshire District Council at considerable expense with national grant funding, and that is really to really get the most from this green route as a place for active travel that people can use, and a little bit like the Wombourne Walk as that opportunity just to get close to nature and really enjoy quiet spaces in this community. Back on the northern end of the South Staffordshire Railway Walk as it comes through Wombourne, here we've fallen upon Wombourne's own railway station. So back when this was a working railway line, this was our very own station. Today it has been repurposed as a really beautiful cafe. So imagine that you can take the dog, have a really lovely walk into the countryside and come back and grab something nice to eat and drink as well. You know, what a fabulous location. And here we have the final stop on our little whistle stop tour of Wombourne today with Bratch Pumping Station. So this is known to all visitors that come past, particularly on the canal and so on, as Wombourne's own fairy tale castle, because you can see the way the Victorians built it. They built it to look like a fairy tale castle, something special, something theatrical. Now this was built, I want to say 1898, but do feel free to check me on this, and it was built to service the people of Bilston over on the other side of Wolverhampton and provide a reliable source of clean, fresh drinking water, which historically Bilston had a problem with. So this was built here. It is no longer a working pumping station. It is currently closed to the public, but just further up on the other side of the site there is still a Severn Trent pumping station in operation. So they still draw water from this area to service the other side of Wolverhampton. Really, really special, but what a fantastic place to finish our tour.
Get ready to dance, Ali is down and the R6 man that's down. Don't disrespect Dan, do you know Dan? You'll get a box from Dan, and you can't rob Dan. Don't put on Dan, cause you'll get off by Dan. Straight up and down, who's greatest Dan? Make space, I'm here, it's Dan.